Good evening. My name is Martin Zewa. I come your way once again, discussing issues pertaining to good governance in Nigeria. Today, I just want to talk about something that has also bothered me, which is, continuing in the Nigerian space, is the use of task forces to collect revenue for a democratic government. This is something that should never be. This is an overreach. This is like the importation of a military vehicle into a democratic space. You cannot use task force to collect tax or revenue for the government under a democratic setting. You are violating the private space of the people. And again, if you look at it critically, you find out they are really not collecting any taxes for the government. They are just collecting monies into their pockets because, again, we're entering into the election season. So we know very clearly, who doesn't know in Nigeria, that every governor, every government uses the Nigerian National Union of Road Transport Workers to rig elections. Who doesn't know that? Everybody knows. So you now want to give them space again to come in, put money in their pockets so that they can help you rig election next year. Try, but God is still in charge. Then when the election is over, you still empower them. You won't settle them. You will empower them to go and violate the private space of individuals and businesses in the name of collecting taxes. Some of you governors are just wicked. How do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night? Violating the space of the individuals in the name of settling people who helped you to rig elections. What they say happened at Ikwere Road in Port Harcourt, where even Governor Wike will send in a tax force at the road market, and went there, they caused mayhem. At the end of the day, they don't collect any taxes. They collect monies into their pocket and they beat people. This is not the strategy for a democratic regime to collect taxes. Nobody will do it in the West. That language alone is imported from military dictatorships. Even though we have a lot of things, we still, imported from the military into a democratic setting. You don't have to violate the space of your citizens in the name of collecting taxes. It happened to me. I used to run a bakery. Am I still running it? They've killed the business. You killed it. I don't want to use another American language and use foul language. I would have done so, except that this is public space. You killed the business. At a point, I used to have more than 15 people that I pay monthly. I probably would have been paying more than 30 people or 50 people now. But you killed it. It used to happen even in Abia State. We finish baking bread. My driver moves out with the marketer into the town to distribute bread. And then you have touts scattered all over the town in the name of driving taxes, collecting taxes. And they will beat the driver blue and black. And then they will seize the vehicle together with the bread and go and keep it at a particular space. And then you come. About 8 years ago, you pay 15,000 or you pay more. I'm telling you, the next day, the same criminals will still arrest the same vehicle for the same supposed taxes for which you paid 15,000 the other day. They kept doing it to me until I just couldn't survive it. I wrote to the chairman, BIR Abia State, and I asked him to give me a waiver for 5 years. I'm a new business. He died in his office, Obuna's office. He died in his office. He didn't even escalate it. How do we, I don't know how to talk about it. How do we function in a democracy and let people see the humanity in us? It is illegal, it is wicked, it is callous for any government, anywhere, to use task force to collect taxes. There are methods that you can use without violating the private space of the citizens. Individuals have rights, except that they have no rights in Nigeria. Individuals have rights. But those in authority, they violate these rights every day with impunity simply because our democracy is still too young for people to resist some of the stupid things that these people who are in government do. They kept doing it to me. What did I do? We had to stop sending bread into the town until 4 o'clock when the touts close. And then we distribute bread at night and come back by 11 p.m. We kept doing it until we couldn't continue. And we were just dying slowly. A government that should have encouraged us helped to kill us. Until we've closed the bakery. Come and collect more. You cannot. Many more bakeries and businesses are closed because of the stupidity of the people in power. Because of the stupidity of the people who claim that they're in power. You are there to elevate the quality of life and the welfare of the people. Not to make yourself look big and drive in long convoys and fly to America in nonsensical business trips when you're going there for private holiday. People in power should think, have you elevated, have you improved the welfare of the people, not your own pocket? Not the pockets of the people who helped you to rig election. It's immoral. It is wicked. It is callous. Maybe when Soludo finishes what he's doing, I don't know entirely what he's doing, but I see the direction he's going. Move tax collection on every front to the electronic platform. Move it there. Even at parks. Move it to the electronic platform. And then you can just attach some benefits to paying taxes, including your children getting some kind of benefits from government schools. If you don't show your taxation, your child is not registered and stuff like that. You don't have to violate the space of the individuals in the name of collecting taxes. There are people who know what should be done genuinely, not because you want to defraud the people by getting wicked tax consultants who know next to nothing except how to violate the space of individuals. Even Governor Wike is still doing that, terrorizing the people. It is wrong. It's wrong. You killed my bakery. You have no tax to collect any further. All the people that would have grown in that employment, they are there in the streets. They are there. What does the government do to help the individuals? It's not about giving long speeches. It's about strategies that work. Putting people that will deliver. It's not about making long speeches and being deceptive to the people. How will you help businesses to thrive in a country like Nigeria now? How can even anyone with an iota of conscience, as it were, under the prevailing circumstances, economic circumstances in Nigeria, go to the road market, supposedly, to drive taxes using touts? That's callous. That's wicked. Wicked. If you did it, you should go and have a rethink. You should go and have a rethink. So, I've just said tomorrow I'll talk about some other thing also, which borders on importing a military strategy to a democratic regime. It's wrong. It's wrong. We have rights as citizens. We have rights. You don't have to trample on these rights every day. You don't have to trample on these rights every day. You don't have to trample on these rights every day simply because people cannot go to the courts and enforce their rights. Time will come when people will enforce their rights. But if you're in government, you're not there to enrich your pocket. You will die just like every other person. But you will only be remembered by what you have done. How did you improve the lives of the people? If man refuses to judge you, God will judge you just like he will judge me. I'm still encouraging anyone who has not gotten a copy of my book, If I Were the President of Nigeria, to get a copy. If you go to Amazon.com, www.amazon.com, just put the title of this book or put my name, you will see this book there. The soft copy is there, the hard copy is there. It's just about, I think, $10, or they brought down the hard copy to about $11 or so. If you want to give somebody a gift, give somebody a gift. My thoughts and ideas are here. They're radical. If you read it, make a review publicly on Facebook, on any of the social media. I believe that we all have to collectively work towards elevating the quality of governance that we get. And resisting these people and offering our ideas can also be one method that we can advance towards that happening. If I were the president of Nigeria, what would I do? It's contained here. Get a copy. If you're a politician, you want to give people gifts, buy this and give them. Don't give them money. Don't give them money. And if you're a politician, get a copy and read. Let's talk about it. Readers are leaders. Forget that we've elevated, instead of elevating excellence, we're elevating mediocrity. Mediocres have gone into government. But you need to get ideas to be a successful politician. Get a book and read. If I were the president of Nigeria, it would be very helpful if you read it. I'm done.